naughty, naughty, shorty. Baby girl, all my girls, stand up and say, well, I'm on the way this time. Cool, I wanna be keeping you warm. I got the right temperature, to shelter you from the storm. Hold on, girl, I got the right tactics to turn you on. And girl, I wanna be the papa, you can be the mom. Oh, oh. Well, I'm on the way this time. Oh, oh. Well, I'm on the way this time. Cool, I wanna be keeping you warm. I got the right temperature, to shelter you from the storm. Hold on, girl, I got the right tactics to turn you on. And girl, I wanna be the papa, you can be the mom. Oh, oh. Well, I'm on the way this time.
It goes around and
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't I'm so gone, no I'm never turning back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so on, you're gonna be hurting bad. Cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong. You will never see me crack. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math, when I hate I attack. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Monday Night NasTrucks here at CFR Widecrest. Coming to you live from Richmond, 3/4 mile racetrack tonight for these boys to tackle as we get started. It's a change in the combox this evening. I don't have Tyler Sheaf with me, but we've got a very familiar voice in Andrew Woofer Proctor. Mate, welcome on in. Not your night usually, so it's good to have you.
Nah, definitely not my night, but looking forward to tonight's race. We've both sort of stolen the keys off Dougie and Tyler at the moment. I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, you're, well, I mean, the keys to the steward's room have obviously been handed back with the resignation of one of the directors, so we got Nathan Allen and Dougie Yowns up in the RC box tonight, and
oh no.
Yep. So,
Who gave them the keys to RC?
I had no choice. I was over a barrel, so I had to let it go. But no, it should be all right. It's a short track. It shouldn't be too bad for the boys up there tonight. We are taking over the comms. Yeah, we'll be right, mate. We'll be right.
It's anything like Coca-Cola this weekend. It's
It's gonna be hectic as all shit. I know.
they're going to be loose out of 3. It's out of 3 and 4. They'll be loose, and
We can have a look.
she might be close.
We can have a look at turns 3 and 4 right here. So look at that angle.
You're saying loose. You see Bevan sliding.
You just see Bevan just completely drift that corner. It's look, this is not going to be an easy race. 200 laps tonight, 150 miles live from Richmond. This is going to be something quite the event tonight. And welcome everyone in chat. We've got Elmo out there on the kick. Welcome on in.
Hey, Elmo. I did see that. Sure, some of the boys will be on supporting their team as normal.
But, yeah, we did have a resignation from one of the directors, but show goes on. The series will go on.
Yeah, definitely will. And unfortunately, real life does actually get in the way. And real life is the reason. He's going through a lot of stuff at the moment. And we're always here for him if he needs.
Oh, that's exactly right. We're a family. It's as simple as it is. You know, we're out there raising money for Beyond Blue, or with Beyond Blue, I should say, not for them, but with them.
No, with them. Yeah, definitely with them.
We have gone past our $200 mark. We had Semi K drop a $50 one last week, so that was fantastic to push over the $200 mark. So if anyone is looking to help donate towards mental health and our drive for mental health season 2, the link is in the Kick chat, also to pop up in the YouTube chat. And if you're on the Kick channel, you can actually scroll underneath the video and you'll see the Beyond Blue logo. Click on that and donate away. Small, big, doesn't matter. It's all appreciated. So get on and support a good cause, folks. But yeah, I haven't seen you in the complex of trucks. Normally we're seeing you out there in the truck. What do you make of Richmond tonight being shorter? Sort of quarter mile. Oh,
Short track
miles,
racing's a different form of racing altogether in the trucks. It's looking after the tyres mid-stint to be able to drive them right the way through. Not sure what times the boys are doing, but unfortunately I don't actually own Richmond. It is one of the tracks that I have not purchased yet.
So we're looking at 22 seconds for the top guys.
Oh wow, they're on record pace.
They're on good pace, yeah. So this man on screen, mate.
The current lap record for in real life for the trucks is in the Toyota. There's a 22.774.
These boys are fast.
2020. Yeah. It'd be completely different times. So they don't normally run this race at night time. I do notice it is quite nice and dark.
It is under lights tonight, and this man on screen, Mr. Pete Jones, has come back and plonked himself on the track this week. It's good to have Pete back. Had a few
back from P7 straight away.
Had a few life issues, yeah, with a brand new livery on the car as well.
I am looking at the lap times and god damn, they're close.
Oh yeah.
They are.
This is brutal. Oh, there goes Brendan Griffiths around. Hold it off the wall. Oh, just bumped the wall.
That's getting loose.
You can't
Boys
get
will
much
have to
looser
watch
than
that. Out of 2, you know, onto the straight, they will be loose sideways, and out of 4, it's just trying to get on the throttle quick enough, but not overdriving the throttle and getting the rear loose.
Yeah.
As I'm looking at these times, Jason Holdsworth's 22.05, Scotty Rankin at 22.07, and that's an open and fixed. So times are real close between the two different types of setups we have here, but it will be the long run that prevails, and how the tyres wear. It's going to see who can actually manage it and who can run.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a tyre management race for sure. The tyres will be a big key factor here in getting through tonight. 200 laps, as we said, it's 150 miles. It's a long, long race, and the tyres are pretty much loaded 90% of the lap.
Yeah. Yeah, well, 200 laps is it ain't going to take long. It ain't going to take long at all when they're doing 22-second laps.
Yeah, no, that's going to be blink and you miss it scenario. If we get a really, really good run with no cautions, it'll be over before you know it. So, let's wish the guys all the best out there and get them underway in just a little bit with the quality about to come your way. But Andrew, I've got to say, I'm looking forward to this week. It looks like a few good rounds coming up throughout the week.
Does look like a few good races coming throughout the week. Just we got tonight's trucks. Then we go into the
IMSA series.
LMP3s, IMSA series.
Yeah.
Where are they? They're at Jerez.
They're at Jerez. That is going to be a
45 at Jerez.
Yeah, you're not going to want to miss that one, folks.
Intel's cruising around Long Beach. It's going to be interesting.
That's been interesting with a few of the boys practicing this week.
The concrete jungle. And then we get a night off, as normal. Thursday's off.
Yep.
Straight into the Formula Fords at Road Atlanta. I cannot wait for that one.
Yeah, well, it's funny you speak about that because I went and saw Mr. Dougie Gowans yesterday and dropped off his Best and Fairest award, which is proudly on display in the Discord. And he threw me into the rig and he took me in and put me on the F3 at Road Atlanta. So if driving the F3 at Road Atlanta is anything what the Formula 4 is going to be like, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So not only was I in the motion rig, but I also had a direct drive and triple screen. So it was a whole new experience. But was quite interesting.
Yeah, so I'm sort of flicking through the Discord at the moment. Jordan Dakin, his Evo 10 looks stunning.
It does look really good, doesn't it? He put the new intake on that. That's why he had bail early last...
And that thing's for sale.
Apparently
if anyone interested in the Evo 10, it is for sale. Damn, boy. Oh, is that the Best and Fairest? Oh, that's cool.
So that was organised by our race director, as in our league race director, Mr. Pete Baxter. Who got that all sorted out.
Who gave it different colours?
It's actually on the base. The base changes colours.
No.
It's one of the light up bases that changes colours, yeah.
I can see Dougie with that on pink the whole time.
Oh, really up into the fence bouncing as well. That's harsh.
Oh, the front of that truck is
Dylan Gray just went to the top as well while we were having a yarn. 22.03. So now
Someone check the motor.
Yeah, I was going to say someone check the engine on that.
That one might have to go to the stewards afterwards.
Now,
I like to research tracks, and we all know this. What do you think? Who do you think has the most Cup Series records at this track?
It's got to be one of the Bush boys for sure.
Ooh. So, most wins with 13, Richard Petty. Most top fives with 34, Richard Petty. Most top 41, Richard Petty. Most starts at 63 is Richard Petty. Most poles is Richard Petty and Bobby Allison. Most laps completed at 21,135, Richard Petty. Most laps led, 5,136, Richard Petty. So he's led about 25% of the laps he's ran. And then highest average start is Bob Eichzak, and highest average finish of 5th is Kyle Busch.
Oh, there you go. Very interesting.
Dominated Richmond Raceway.
One thing we didn't cover off tonight too in the prelude to this was Darren Robb got slapped last week with a rear of grid for the incident between himself and other drivers. So, yes,
Mr.
so
Rob at the rear.
he
Coming
is
from the
going.
back.
He will be from down the back there somewhere. So we're looking for him to come on through.
Where?
Just looking around.
Yeah, it's going to be
look
interesting.
at Dylan DeBano. He's actually got the window banners on tonight.
And backwards.
Well done, Dylan. Congratulations, mate. That's the way we do it.
Is his truck meant to be black butt?
I don't think he's got a livery as yet for the truck, so he will just run.
Still waiting for his
Julian. Oh.
Yeah, it's the problem. Cold tyres, out of turn 2, when do you get on the throttle?
It's patience, mate. Patience is a virtue around here. You've got
That's
to
what
be
it is.
steady. You've got to feed the throttle in. And you're going to wait until those tyres really come up and get to pressure. They will not respond otherwise.
Yeah.
We see Kyle Ridley on screen now. Kyle back for the second season.
Yeah, you've run into number 1 in the Formula Ford, and that truck looks like it's been against the wall.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure he's left some of that vermilion paint down the right-hand side of the...
That was very
The track there.
sideways.
It's going to be interesting. Scotty Rankin leading the way at the moment with a 22.08. Oh, bang.
Yep, she broke. 23.11 for Kyle. A couple of the fixed boys been able to get the tyres heated up and get their run done.
Yeah, not really seen. So Pete Jones, again, he's not going to start from here. He's going to try and get out and get a couple of laps done. Brian Blundell's coming out. I know Tim Blundell is not going to qualify. I know he's got issues with the brake foot. So he says if anyone checks up, he's probably coming in like Miley Cyrus. So it'll probably be Tim, Miley Cyrus, Blundell tonight.
That's all right. I'll get the song waiting in the background.
So yeah,
As long as he licks the throttle first.
Yep, he'll be...
I would say the sledgehammer, but he may as well lick the throttle. That's what's going to cause it.
He's already said he won't be pulling the truck up if there is a checkup, so he'll probably end up just trying to hold himself back and just stay around the rear, just try and get into a nice little groove. Again, we do need the long runs. It's
yeah, the long runs are what's going to really hurt the fixed boys unless they know how to save tyres, and Rankin can save tyres.
So Jason Holdsworth has not set a lap. He is all the way down there, way down at the back with good mate Darren Robb. So Brian Blundell
I wonder if
is there now, set in P0 with a 22.55.
he's going to drive through the field.
Well,
Or if he knows something we don't.
I was going to say maybe he does. Maybe
Maybe he knows he might have a setup that he can go longer than normal.
maybe. So Pete Jones just come back into pit lane. I wonder if that's a strategic play, or if he's just trying to get a feel on the truck.
Or he slid up against the wall and
Maybe. It doesn't look like he is going to go back out though. So interesting. Maybe you were going to see some boys starting off the back like Jace Holdsworth, Darren Robb, Pete Jones. Might be a bit of an interesting race to see who can just claw their way back through the field tonight.
yeah, definitely going to be interesting. Let's see if Dylan Gray's learned how to not burn them up.
I'm
Definitely
not
one
sure
to watch
that's
tonight.
Look at that track, mate. Look at that track.
Yeah, she does look good.
Nice little D-shaped circuit. It's not just your clear cut left and left corner. There is that little kink up on the back stretch. Well, front stretch, I should say.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice track.
And
So
under
the
lights.
bankings are 14 degrees. The front straight has an 8-degree bank, and the back straight has a 2-degree bank.
Very flat down the back stretch.
Yeah. Which is where the boys are going to get unstuck. Coming from 14-degree banking to 2-degree banking is definitely going to hold it up and unstable the car and get it driving in there. So in Australian terms, this is a 1.207 kilometre track. So we do call it 3/4 of a mile, which is exactly 3/4 of a mile.
Yeah,
it
so
is.
he's communicating with race control up there at the moment as well.
Tell him to shut up.
No. Darren's asked for an EOL because of an ROG, so
Yeah.
so just clearing it up with race control that they don't have any issues.
Because all the other boys that sit at the back.
That's right. So he's just basically asked, "Hey, drop me to the rear with an EOL," which is again, it's good heads up driving, and it's a good awareness that he realizes it and goes, "Oh, that's right. I've got my rear grid this week. Yeah, race control. Can you make sure that you do happen to slot me at the back, please?" Which is actually rather cool.
Could you imagine doing this track in 15 seconds?
No, man. I can't.
So the record at this track is 15.9368, done in a IR03 Dallara.
Wow.
By Sam Hornish Jr. in 2004 IndyCar. He done 169.423 mile per hour.
Holy mother of Jesus! That's quick. I mean, let's not forget though. These boys in a truck are doing it in 22 seconds. So I mean,
yeah,
that's pretty impressive.
That is a quick IndyCar lap.
That is very quick. Yes, no doubt about it.
That has been the record since 2004. So it's stood for almost 20 years.
That is crazy, is it not?
Oh yeah,
is it not crazy?
Oh, that's just flying. Some of these boys are just absolutely insane. They do take their records from race records too, not qualifying.
Not quality, yeah. It is under race pace, yeah, that's right.
So these boys definitely know how to do
what
it.
We got tonight? So we got 20 trucks because Nath Allen is up in the race control box. So we've got 20 trucks to take on this 3/4 mile circuit. This is wow. This is going to be interesting.
Definitely do. So let's have a look. We have one green white checker tonight as well.
Yep, that is correct.
So they do change. I've been told they were meant to change. So each night is different. But if we get a caution, late race caution, and it starts back as a green white checker, that is the green white checker.
Absolutely, that is right. Actually, yeah, we did see that last week too. We had the one.
Yeah, we had the one where if we crashed with 3 to go, or we raced right up to 1 to go and there was a crash and it brought out a safety car, then we would have the green white checker again, and it would extend the race by the 3 laps. But if we have safety car, say 6 to go, and we don't start until the green white checker, that's our green white checker.
So there we go. So we've got a heads up for the late race safety car. Now we are under safety car start, so we do have our new overlay.
Yeah, let's see how the boys go here.
So Barney will give them the wave off there. You see the man up in the tower, standing up over top of the racetrack.
It looks pretty weird with 2 fixed set-up cars on the start of the grid.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely
sideways on the start.
It's definitely something that we haven't seen a lot of this season. So be interesting to see how this goes, because as we get boys underway, we'll get down this back stretch. You can see very flat, as you said, 2-degree track banking here, Andrew. So very flat.
Very, very flat track.
But you can see up on the high side, up into the back of 2 there, you can see when you come off there, it's a big drop. So I'd be watching the boys trying to steer clear from that line.
That's where you'll be understeering your car and getting it loose at the rear, coming off that drop. But mid to high line seems to work pretty well through 3 and 4. 1 to 2, you probably want the midline works all right. And this is in real life, though. They run the midline and they seem to work pretty well. You can hold a bit more speed than going low.
Yeah, the
We'll see
camera
who
shifts
can actually
again.
hold it.
Have a look at the drop off from the back of 2 here onto that flat. It's there you go. Look at it.
It is
mega.
brutal.
That is. It's almost like a jump. Like if you're on a motorbike, you jump that.
Yep.
All right, the green flag is up. We
This
are
is-
going to go racing.
Circle oval racing at its greatest short tracks.
Here they come. Safety car is in pit lane, waiting on the green flag
Nice
to
and bunched
drop.
up. We're very nice and bunched up. All the boys getting bunched up. Your boys at
They
the back,
are
not as
away.
close, but that doesn't matter.
Just drop back and have a bit of a look there with Pete Jones. Look, Darren Robb way back there. Not looking for him.
Mate, it is a long race. It is a long race, and if he's got the right setup on it, he will be able to drive it through the field.
Absolutely. So we'll slide back. So he's there with Mark Grocott. Who,
Is that it?
if you get the look on the back of Mark's car, we did see it in the replay last week. He's actually got his IRL race car on the back of the tailgate.
It does.
That's a
It is a
nice
very
little
good looking
addition.
car. Is that MX Raptor that's in front of Pete Jones? Changed the livery.
Well, we are
Is
in
he
the
going
same
to
car. That
caution?
is Bryce Meddings. I
that
know, I
a
don't
new
think the
livery?
livery has changed. I think it's still the same.
Black roof
Oh, maybe.
and the
Maybe
red
it is.
writing.
Yeah, maybe it is a bit different. Maybe they have changed it up. So we are under caution.
Oh, it's red numbers. Yeah,
I'm
the
not
black
sure.
roofs.
Not sure what brought out the yellow. I don't see anyone who's tumbled down the order. I know Jace Holdsworth climbed 4 spots already.
Yeah, that's a interesting yellow. Elmo said it right. Good luck, race drivers. He's nailed that one, especially the short track. I'd be interested if the team boss for 19 is in watching the stream, if that is actually a new livery or a tweak on the old one, because I've never seen the
actually
black
looks-
top
Very similar
to the.
to the
Is it Catalysm?
Cataclysm.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's very similar to
Cataclysm
what
boys.
they've got on, yeah. So
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
he's taking a little bit of
yeah.
inspiration from working on their paints, because I know he did do the paints for those boys.
Yeah.
The boss at 19.
Does look similar. I do like the whole fact that it's got a full purple side part. But yeah, it's got that black tailgate and the black roof, which gives it sort of a new look.
It does. It gives a different angle. Just gives you a different dimension to what's there. But
How long does 200 laps go for? Yeah, it depends. If they go green, it'll be quick, but
if it stays green, 200 laps will be over in about 40 minutes. But let's be honest, they're already on lap 5 out of 200, and we've only been under race condition for like 3 minutes. Not
yeah,
even.
I don't even know why there's a yellow.
I think it was because of a
Someone spin low.
maybe there was a spin low. Yeah,
Alright, so who's at the back of the field?
Darren Robb. He's just come out of pit lane, so he's taking a bit of an early stop. Maybe use a bit of a strategy call there. But yeah, 200 laps here, Elmo, will not be long at all. The longest part will be under safety cars.
If you see Rankin going in front of the safety car. That's it, son. Go out there and hit the safety car, please.
Are we going back green? No, we're still under yellow. Does he switch out this time by? So there's our race
right,
man,
yeah,
Barney.
They're all bunched up. They
The
have
green
actually all
flag has
bunched
come
up.
out.
Yep. Barney's
So-
ready. Darren Roberts caught the back of the field too
Will
before the
be
green.
under the controller, Scotty Rankin. Turn that
See
off.
if he goes.
He has gone.
Oh, he
very
waited
early.
right to the last second.
Go back to your mate Tyrone Walsh there. Looks like he's
Very
with
my
Mickey
mate
Lock as
Wolf.
well.
Couple of the boys there, yeah. Oh, I thought we were 3 wide for a second.
Oh, we were. We were definitely
You
3
can
wide.
do 3 wide here. The third lane does open up, but it's not a very quick lane. And you need the 2 drivers underneath you to really know what's going on. Unfortunately, iRacing's not the best at 3 wide action. Oh, that's going to bring out a safety car. Oh, who's the 70? He's held it.
So that was Julian Wookie there.
Oh, he's just gone lap down.
Oh, he just
The
loose off the
leaders just
corner.
went past them too.
I think Cole Ridley
Oh,
was
was this
down there.
at was this at the back? Yeah, this is at the back. The 70. Oh no, teammates.
Yeah, teammates caught up in that as well, sadly.
And then Tyrone looks like he was caught up in it too.
No one really.
It wasn't really damaged, but he did sideswipe another car, avoiding.
Yeah, it was. You didn't really get a lot from it. It didn't register in the SDK to say, hey, they crashed. But
Yeah.
definitely there was some sort of niggle and contact there, so let's see what happens.
Yeah. We're 10 laps in. Come on, boys.
So pits are open next time by, so they'll be able to pit again. Maybe take a few little extra litres of fuel, or gallons as you will, if you're a hardcore NasTruck fan. It is gallons, so
Yeah. Let's see who needs the fast repair too. Looks like the guy in the 70.
yeah,
Mello is-
Grocott.
Yeah, Mello's about to pull in.
Sorry, Che Mello is in the 70, 70's in. Wookie's in. Brendan Griffiths is in. So they'll be taking their repair quick in and quick out, hopefully. But again, those few extra gallons of fuel and maybe a set of tyres definitely won't hurt.
Get you up the track and how to sink.
Well, that's right. I mean, if the boys up the front stay out, their tyres are already that few extra laps older and they've got less fuel. So it might extend the window just slightly to offset through the race, because I think we're probably looking at a good run here. We could almost get some of these guys will probably almost get to the finish if they stop at the right window.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting. So Dylan DeBono and Jason Holdsworth. That truck of Jason's, that new truck is amazing. Looks awesome.
Definitely does. There's some very nice liveries out here. It's weird that the Bono doesn't have a Velocity livery at the moment.
No, I just don't think it's there.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Gotcha. My bad. I did go to do that before. Something sidetracked.
That's all right. There we go.
Scott takes us on the lead lap again, and here comes Dylan Gray up the inside, looking really quick right now. He's in a P2. He's got that hammer down. He got the jump too. He read that play beautifully.
Definitely did. He's just going to sit there. As long as he doesn't burn him up, he knows he can run long.
So we'll get on board with Dylan Gray. We can actually see just over his shoulder.
Different lines into the corner. Dylan holds a smaller line. Oh, you don't want to see his face.
Yeah, we certainly do not. But
Has he got it underneath? He's got it underneath. He just seems to be able to drive it in a little bit deeper and get out on the throttle a little bit quicker than Scott at the moment.
I don't think it's so much that. I think it's just the difference in
the difference in
approach. I
line.
think it's the way he's attacking the corner.
Yeah, as long
Like,
as
yes,
he
he
doesn't
might
burn
do
it up.
But he's counting on these cautions. So he's going to try and drive away,
Yeah.
try and new tyres. Because
You know,
again,
Holdsworth's in shift.
Holdsworth has climbed up 10 spots and he is on for another position here. This will be 11. But again, this is good to see Jace actually work through. We normally see him off the front just run away and get 25, 30, 40 seconds up the road. But this is really good to see a bit of racecraft from Jace Holdsworth this week. I like seeing this.
Yeah, as he's got his teammate just up on there behind him at the moment.
Which one?
The yellow truck.
No.
45, I think it is. Aren't they
45?
teammates?
No.
Who's his teammate?
Jace Holdsworth and
Mate.
teammate.
Yeah.
That's Gareth Anderson's his teammate.
Oh,
Darren
sorry.
Robb.
I was looking at the car in front of Holdsworth Robertson.
Yeah, Shane Mello and Darren Robb.
I'm looking at the yellow
Nitro.
car side by side.
Yeah, Julian Rookie and Bevan Rhodes. Versus Josh
Rankin's
Robinson.
dropped. He's dropped another position.
He has
To
got
Debono.
that, yeah.
I wonder if he's...
The, on board with the 76 here, Matty Chalker, he was the second man to get us underway with our donations for Beyond Blue this season. So good to see him out there having a
beautiful
truck as well. He's up in the P12, or should I say Downing P12. He has dropped one spot.
down in P12, and he's got a very quick car behind him too, in Blundell.
Sure does. Darren Robb, again, we did hear the rear of grid for Darren, but he's just playing that midline. He's just running
just
nicely.
driving it nicely. It's up to P17. It's a long race. We're only 20 laps in. We're a tenth of the way into the race, so there seems to be the boys just keeping it clean, just running it.
Scott's looking. Not
I
there.
wonder if Scott just pulled his tyres off too much and took him too long to get them back up.
Kyle Ridley's now going to...
Now they're back up 10.
Oh, Kyle Ridley's going to get in on this action and make something happen. So Dylan Debono side by side with Scotty Rankin. This is some good racing, boys.
Yeah, let's see if he can hold it. Scotty's getting the side draft from Debono.
Tyrone Walsh now just sitting up high. Both the boys are gone.
Yeah. As Walsh comes through.
That is caution. That was Scotty and
Dylan.
Scotty Rankin and Dylan Debono that got together here. So just see what's happening here. It
coming
looks like
The Bono's just come down.
I don't know if he's come down or not. That'll be interesting to see later on. But
Oh no!
that was Che Mello just collected
Joe
the
Mello,
back. Yeah.
nowhere to go.
Innocent bystander there again.
And he's already used a fast
That's
repair.
two. That's two already for Che. Yeah.
Oh, there is no fast repairs in trucks. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you got to try and
These boys
cycle your
don't
damage.
actually do fast repairs. You got to sort of try and work your damage at your pit stop. Yeah,
So that's going to put Scotty on the back
That-
foot now, and Che.
definitely for Che now is their motor damage. We know you get hit on the front end on these things and it can really mess with the motor. But it's going to be an interesting one. It looked like Scotty held his line quite nicely on that low line. Yeah, we'll see if that gets put down in the reviews, and then we'll let the race control deal with that one.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Oh,
that's...
Scott's now got damage on the side of his truck too, so he's got to try and fix that.
But
That's going to
plenty
be a
of
hard
time,
thing to
mate.
keep quick.
Plenty of time.
He's got plenty of
24
time to
laps
fix
in.
it, but
24 laps in.
it'll be how much time does he lose with the damage per lap?
Well,
He's-
again, it's
he's
not really
hopping.
like, this is not really a high speed circuit, so you will lose a little bit, But will it be as
Yeah, but
detrimental as, say, a bigger speedway or even a
You're
super
also
speedway?
relying on that right-hand side
Yeah.
a fair bit too, and his damage is the right-hand side. So as long as he doesn't have earring or any serious damage, should be right. And he's got the first pit box here. Does have. Now the beauty of the first pit box, you don't have to actually go out around the green cone.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was going to ask you about that because there's a few tracks that we venture to, not just in the trucks, Andrew, but even in IMSA and stuff like that, where you know that green cone's very, very, very close to that last pit bay. Now, that makes it interesting because you know everyone else from pit bay 2 back has to go to the right hand side of that green
Yes.
cone.
So
But the leaders can cut the left.
in NASCAR and even IndyCar and ovals, if you're the first bay, you do not have to actually go around the cone because it's virtually impossible, and it's actually a disadvantage for being the quicker car in qualifying.
Do you think that's something that needs to be addressed and everyone has to share the same rule, or do you think it's a fair point?
No, it's a
piece
fair
of
point.
work?
If you're the quickest car in quality, you deserve that front box. You shouldn't have to try and drive around the cone and then back. It's actually dangerous from that position when the cone is at the end of your pit box.
Oh, I do agree. Yeah, that is 100% sure.
So,
but
in NASCARs and ovals, they let them drive straight out. If you look at like supercar tracks and that, the cone's further down.
that's right.
After,
Yeah.
and you can drive it out and go on road courses. But in ovals, it is literally the last box.
It's an interesting way to look at it, though, isn't it?
Yep.
Seeing that, you know,
The race off pit road.
yeah, that's right. I mean, the race off pit road really doesn't exist if you're the first bay, because what you could do is just roll forward like half a metre and you're already in front, aren't you? So, I mean,
But
it's
if you've got to race off pit road and then cut in front of people racing you, it's dangerous. That's why
it
they
is.
have only the first bay can.
it
drive
is
straight.
dangerous, agreed. But still,
Look at that train of cars that will box.
Jason Holtworth way back there. One of the boys is fresh, and it's Brendan Griffiths.
It's a little flashy. He does have his teammate in front of him. Dylan Gray has actually dropped to P4 out of the pit lane.
Yeah, I
With
don't
Jones
think
and
that'll be
the two Blundells in.
But remember,
in-
Brian didn't
Oh, sorry.
pit in that
Brian
window
and
either,
Tim
so
didn't pit,
safety
yeah.
cars away. So let's have a look.
So the brothers are
Dylan
side
Gray
by
moved
side.
straight to the high side.
Right up at the top of the track. There's four wide.
Oh, Carl Ridley down low, Dylan Gray up high.
Think about it, boys. Think about it. We're
Oh,
three
is that
wide.
Timo in the middle? It was Timo Blundell right smack in the middle of that. Pete Jones to the front.
He almost got swamped. He had a good second phase of that lap.
Yeah, absolutely he did. He got those tyres back underneath him pretty quick and away he went.
Whoa, Dylan sideways out of the turn 2.
So Dylan Gray now back to the low side. We know he's comfortable. He's looking up the inside of Timo Blundell. Again, sorry. No, that's Brian
Yeah,
Blundell.
that's
Brian.
Brian.
Yeah, Timo's further back.
Timo's
So,
just dropped back.
Brian didn't stop,
Brian running the midline.
but he didn't stop.
Yeah.
So these boys have got new tyres. Timo's pulled to the bottom of the circuit.
He's struggling, I think. It'll be the brakes that's struggling for him.
Yeah, so
I wonder if he can actually feel his leg.
So Joshua Robinson now up the inside of Brian as well. Oh, he's going to stick that bottom line. Beautiful line down there. I like that bottom area, but see how we
As
go.
the night progresses and the track rubbers up, that midline that Brian's running will become very quick.
So Pete Jones now, again, back in the series, had a bit of time off due to some IRL stuff. Now going to go side by side with Dylan Gray. Oh, Dylan's got the inside run as well. Little touch on the front left, but don't think it's too bad.
Robertson down on the inside to take the spot again.
Let's jump on Pete's
Jones
gyro.
may have to have lifted a little bit.
Yeah, I think he might have lifted there just a touch. And that allowed Josh to get around him, but
Josh hits a wall.
I think there's going to be a lot of wall rubbing there tonight.
Yeah, if the car hasn't got damage on the right hand side, you've got issues.
Oh, Carl Ridley now sends up the inside of Pete Jones.
Okay. He's leading our fixed. Comfortably leading our fixed.
Jump to Carl Ridley. Yeah, Dylan DeBono is the next way back in P7, so
Yeah,
Carl
close
Ridley
Kyle is to that wall.
just got to keep doing his thing, mate. He's just got to keep pegging away and
Definitely do. She's running right next to that wall.
Jace Holdsworth here on the back of Bryce Manning. Let's get a look at this. Look at how close they are. Nose to tail here, these boys. There's Pete Jones. You see him just up there on the black with a red strip. 3 cars up.
I like the look of Jace's car here.
Oh, absolutely. That car is probably one of the favourites. Now there's Brian. Wondell just looking. A little bit of damage on that front left. See that as we
Yeah, it's
pass this? A little bit of
it will be
scuff.
affecting him. Not a lot, but it will affect him a little. Bryce Manning just getting harassed.
you wouldn't want this man breathing down your neck, would you? This is just.
Oh, he gets a little cup.
Well, I don't think he did.
Just
I
a
think
little,
it's just
little air
race on.
buff. Yeah, the race on. Just a little, I'm here, mate. Remember that.
Pete Jones now. Oh, Che Mello's had a crash. We've seen this car in the walls already this evening. So again, is it just the little bumps or what's gone on here for Che? Oh. What happened there?
That looked like a steering failure.
Oh, and he's just gone hard up into the wall. It's
Or that was a child. What? Oh,
That's what I'm looking at this. It just something weird went on there, didn't it? That was really awkward.
That almost looked like when my wheel disconnects and reconnects.
Yeah, it just has a little
Disconnect, reconnect, and you get that little movement of the wheel because you're holding it nice and tight. And that little movement is enough because your steering's not quite perfectly straight. The wheel's always slightly down in these trucks.
Yeah, you got the steering just sort of set a little bit to the left, don't you? Just to
and you're holding it straight to keep it to go
in a
straight.
straight line. Yeah, that's right. So you're trying to get it to auto turn, aren't you? In theory.
Yeah, so when the wheel disconnects, you pull it right and then left. When you go for enter, it's like you lose all feedback. And then it reconnects again, and by then it's too late.
Yeah, it looked like it just went on him. So not the first time this last week we've seen a technical issue. We saw it on Tin Tots on Thursday night. Wednesday night. We saw one of the Apex boys just lose complete connection with his wheel altogether.
And go dead straight.
And just went, straight through the back and came in like a wrecking ball through the start of the grid. So, again, it's not the first time we've seen it. And, look, I mean, technical issues like that happen in the real world as well. You know, steering racks break and
toe links.
Toe links, all that. You know, they all break and sooner or later something happens.
You ask Kyle Busch, mate. Ask Kyle Busch, the toe links and these things are like bloody weeks.
The thing is that we've seen some really small incidents of broken steering, but yet we've seen some guys really smack the wall. I just keep on driving. It's like it doesn't like affect the truck. So it's really weird. It's hard to pick up what's going to give you a lot of damage and what isn't. So yeah, just interesting. So as we're just under our 4th caution for the evening, with Dylan Gray leading the way. So yep, and yeah, green this.
Be helping all those boys out.
Green this lap. So safety car is in. Dylan Gray is going to have control of the field. He's gone early. He's already out of here. He's gone, yep, I'm not hanging around. We are 44 laps into 200. We are 1/5 the way through.
I'm getting there. Loony. Dude.
Come back here,
Doing it.
Darren Robb.
Yeah,
Oh, this is 3 wide. Oh.
Darren Robb, 3 wide with a couple of fixed boys.
I was gonna say, I think Darren pulled out of that one. Where's our mate Jace Holdsworth? Here he is, up the inside, 3 wide again. Oh, this is not where you want to be 3 wide. Jace pulls out, sits there beside his mate, Pete Jones.
It's
Gonna roll
Pete stay
on
in the
out.
middle.
Oh,
No, we're going to be
one.
great. Oh, that's a few trucks
That's
involved in that.
Bryce
Oh,
Meddings.
Cataclysm bloke. Trucks again.
And I think Darren Robb might have been involved in this as well. This is Bryce Meddings, Dylan DeBono. So what's happened here? Oh,
Just
That's
didn't clear him
weird.
in time.
no. Something weird happened. Oh, Darren. Oh, he's...
Oh, no.
And the 2 Cataclysm boys again. And Scott's got more damage on that, I think. Oh. I think
Darren
Darren
just
might
pulls
get
it up.
away with that. I think he might
He'll
get
have a
away
little
with
bit
no
of damage. Oh, no, he just touched it. He's going to have a meatball. Scotto.
Yeah,
I racing
you'd
physics.
say Sky Racing Physics. That's in the shed. Yeah, park that up. Your weekend's done, son. That's unfortunate. So again, Scotty Rankin, he was also just involved in that as well.
These boys have been trying to work off damage
Throughout
now,
the pits. Yeah.
and now they're just added to it. So that was an interesting one between DeBono and yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he didn't clear him or if there was
Yeah, it almost looks
a
like
stuck
Manning's
throttle
had
or something.
slightly,
Or
yeah, it
Manning's
looks like
just-
Manning's is slightly lifted or something because of the way the pace DeBono was pulling.
yeah, it just
then
looked like he
it
was
just
gone.
Kept
Yeah.
coming up and Manning's with nowhere to go but to hold his line, and he held it. One of those things, you hold your line. If someone comes up in front of you and you end up getting contact, you hold your line, you can't do anything about it.
Well, that's right.
And
Yeah,
he
you
is-
just
If he is lifted, but he has the right to be there, he's got overlap.
That's right. He's there and he's racing hard. So again, it's just interesting that maybe there was an issue. Well, again, like we just saw with Chady on the back stretch. He just had that almighty.
Yeah, wiggling.
It just wiggled
Wiggling
hard
dead.
on him. So again, it's like, what do you know? Like, what do you do?
Definitely.
So
Mickey
it's
Locke. Where's Mickey Locke at the moment?
P4, sitting beside Kyle
My
Ridley in
boy
the fix, and Matty Chalker is actually P3 for the fixed series. Would you believe that?
Yeah. So Mickey Locke's running P2 in the fixed. Dylan Gray running P1 in the open. It's a good night for SLM at the moment. Teammates up front.
Don't
It's a
see no
shame they're-
stinking cars here except the safety car. Oh, come on. Come on.
Yeah,
Let's
no,
go on
with
Shano
five-
in the kick chat. Let's go
Five
Chalker.
cautions.
Yeah, Matty Chalker.
Yeah. Five cautions every 10 laps. Short track.
Mayhem. But that's what it is. Mayhem. Here we go. Green flag is out. So Dylan Gray is going to get us back underway again. And there he goes. He's already gone. Matty Chalker up on the high side. That was Shano in the kick chat. Matty Chalker all the help he can. It's a Pete Jones from just see where he is. He's stuck right in the middle of this. There's blue
Pete was
stripes
great
everywhere. There is blue stripes everywhere. Pete Jones getting
he's
through
gonna
on Matty Chalker.
Chalker's doing alright. It's P8 overall, P4 in class.
Chase Holdsworth. Out. Chase Holdsworth is no longer out there.
DC or Packet?
I don't know.
Interesting one. Maybe he knew that he wasn't going to be able to do the whole race. There was a chance he wouldn't be able to do the whole race.
I know Tim was saying he might have got to get the whole race done. I'm not sure about Chase though. It's interesting. Looks like maybe Bill and DeBono as well. And Che Mello.
DeBono did just have a big incident.
Yeah,
that may have
that's
killed the
probably,
motor.
that probably was a big one, yeah. So interesting that a couple of boys have bounced.
Yeah. So, he's doing great catching. Oh no, it's Mickey Locke. Who's
That's
behind
Mickey
Mickey Locke? Tyron Walsh.
Byron Walsh.
Catching the back of Mickey.
Yeah, he's just gone through on Bryant. Jump on his gyro cam and have a
He
look.
just goes through on Mick.
And the boys are there, side by side.
Oh. Mickey's
One
very
down low.
high up on that corner.
One down low. It seems like the fixed trucks are getting a better run up high, and the open trucks seem to be better down the bottom, so I don't know whether that's...
That'd be a setup. So
Whether
the
that
fixed
is
setup
I
may be
think.
designed for mid to high track. iRacing have a tendency to change the way they want to do the run the setup.
So Darren Rodney up to P11. So he's getting back there after the early cautions. Pete Jones up 13 spots in a P5. Again, chasing the back of Bevan Moyes and Cole Ridley. Two of the fixed boys. So he's got a bit of work to do. Dylan Gray out there now. Leading Josh Robinson. 57 laps in, folks. We're a quarter of the way there.
We're due for a caution.
Stop it, Andrew. Stop it. No, we're not. Don't listen to him, folks. No, we're not.
Hey, this is exactly the same as real life truck racing, mate. Cautions everywhere.
I reckon the boys are good enough. I reckon we can get it to a finish tonight. I reckon we're good
Mickey-
enough now.
Mickey Locke has actually dropped back to P10. Slowly
He's
sliding
got
down the field.
Darren
All
Robb.
the open guys. All the open guys just sliding their way through. Does actually have another car, so this next one's for the podium. It's another two behind him.
Just see the damage on the Brendan Griffiths car behind it. You got the two boys. You got Matty Chalker there and Brendan Griffiths, and then you got sort of Bryce Meddings in the background as well.
In the back, it is do be nursing
So
damage
it's,
too.
yeah, that car doesn't look, well, that truck,
And the truck.
truck.
Mate, truck.
Get him reminded in the YouTube chat. No cars. The truck
Yeah.
doesn't look very healthy at Bryce Meddings at the moment. It's jump back to Julian Mookie here. He's chasing Bevan Moyes, his teammate. Shano, don't even know.
No, you can't call him
You
a
can't
ute.
say that, mate. All the enthusiasts will shoot us. We can't say that.
Yeah, he's big cat's throwing up, buddy. He's throwing hands at the moment. Jesus. No, they definitely are trucks. If you see them over there, they are big enough to be deemed a truck.
Boys, Pete Jones is looking on Kyle Ridley now. Kyle driving really well this week. Staying out of trouble.
Definitely is. He drove really well last season too.
I wonder if he's got the angry face on tonight. We heard him on Friday night. He drove angry and
just
got the
muted
result.
the chat. It definitely does. He does sometimes. He mutes the chat and just gets his head down and goes.
We see not a lot of difference between the fixed and open in the straight, but it's when they get into the corner they can just drive deep in the open guys, can't they?
Yeah, you're braking a lot later, and you've got the setup to drive it around the corner with the bank. So you're using the 14-degree bank to help you get around there and get going. It's just coming off turn 2 is an absolute nightmare if you get it wrong.
65 laps in the books, ladies and gentlemen. We are approaching. We are approaching half distance.
This will be
doing
the
really
first.
well.
The stage points coming up, you know.
You don't get the stage points. Listen to you, mate. Hey, you can run stage points in the series if you want to take over running this, mate. You can manage all that.
I would actually like to see that come in to the truck series as stage points.
Well,
Just adds a bit of something else for the guys to race for.
take over the
even the
NasTrucks,
stage
mate. We
caution.
should bring that in.
Even the stage caution, I don't think iRacing lets you do it that way, but
No, it can be manually done, mate. It's not
true.
really hard. You could manually do it.
yeah, it's roll caution at
Halfway point.
no, I think they do it at
Is it 1/3? Like
Yeah,
third
it's a
distance or
third.
something?
it's a third of the distance.
So it'd be like lap 65, if, for example, would have been close to...
Yeah, you do 60, 120, and then let them go for the last 80. So you do it on that even number and make that last stint a bigger stint.
You would
That
do
allows
70,
things to come in.
140 and 60 on the rear, mate.
No, you want the last one. The last one you got to allow for that stop plus a bit of strategy in there. So you work out what the fuel does and you sort of work out your numbers for that, so they can sort of make the first two it's competition cautions under a tank, and then they have to stop for the last stint.
You know who to reach out to, mate. Reach out to the directors and put your hand up, take over the running of the series, mate. You could
Reach out to my mate Rob.
bring in whatever you wanted.
You'd have to put it to the drivers. You put it to the drivers, see if they want it. It brings it more in line with the real life stuff.
Again, the option's there if anyone wants to jump on in and help run a series, or wants to kind of take over a series and have a crack at it. I mean, the option is definitely there to contact the directors and have a chat.
Yeah, I might see. I'll see. We'll have to run it by all the drivers.
Go and build your proposal, mate. Go and write it all down, put it all on paper, make it all sound sensible, and then come back and...
Me write something down and put it on paper?
All right. Hey, just quietly, Dylan Gray has gone absolutely ballistic here.
Yeah,
Josh
you
Robinson.
might have to change the SDK because it's only got times on it at the moment.
Yeah, we'll put the
gaps.
gap. We'll put the gap up in there. But
Oh no,
Josh Robinson's had a bit of a spin, but no caution
it is on the
came
inside.
out.
No, it's on the inside.
Yeah, so
He's
he's got
off the racing line.
That's
He's
right.
on the inside. No caution.
So for all
Let it
you
be.
folks at home, that yellow line delineates the racetrack. So if he spins underneath it, no safety car. He stays above that yellow line, safety car.
Yeah.
So that's now given Dylan Gray nearly 4 seconds to Pete Jones.
Wow.
That's a big gap.
Definitely is.
That is huge. It's almost the back straight.
Yeah.
So
But he's just got to hold it. Like now he's got to be thinking, all right, drive to a number.
yep.
Save the tyres. Save a little bit of fuel. I'm not working with anyone, so I'm going to need to. I'm going to burn more. I need to at least save the tyres.
But then you look back to
Run him as
Pete
long as I
Jones,
can.
he's not really working with anyone either, so what does he do now? Again, second for
But
the
he
Open Series.
has got Ridley behind him. So even that may come in effect as he goes a little high and Ridley just ends it underneath. Which I
Is
think
this
had
part
the
of the
lift
play
there,
though?
got a bit loose. Yeah.
Is this part of the play though? Does he slot in with these boys? Does he let them pull him up to Dylan Gray?
It looks like he might be listening.
Because 3 versus 1, or even in this case 4
He is.
versus 1 now.
He is running a midline, which will be saving the tyres because it's not going to be as harsh on the tyres.
He's
Doesn't
Dylan
have to
banking
brake it
on
as hard to get it through.
He's
No, you
Dylan
don't have to
banking on
brake
another
it as hard.
safety car. But he's Dylan banking on another safety car.
Definitely. Definitely will be. Did Dylan stop on the last one?
Lap 24 was the last one. Pete Jones lap 41. Actually, this whole group of cars here, bar Tyrone, including Tyrone Walsh, lap 41 pit stop. Kyle Ridley was the only one who didn't. He was lap 24, same as Dylan Gray. So Kyle's tyres are probably about ready to give up the ghost, I would say, but you don't know. It could.
He could have saved some.
He could have saved some, yeah.
Definitely interesting to see what the boys going to do. How far can they get on fuel?
Yeah.
That's the next one. What's Dylan got left in the tank?
Jess Holdsworth backed out there. Maybe it was a packet loss. Because he is back out. I just heard.
Isn't he in Singapore now?
He is in Singapore, yeah. So he has made the move across the water.
He's only 6 laps down.
Yeah, so I'm not sure what happened. I just heard someone say go low Jace, and I was like, what? Jace? And I had a look, and he's back out there. I see the current speed. So Dylan Devano and Shane Muller, the only 2 drops so far.
Yeah,
Evan Moyes inside of Kyle Ridley. No, not yet. Kyle's
This is
gonna
the
fight
battle
that.
for the fixed.
This is a
Battle for the fixed lead.
It is. These boys are not playing, and then you got Julian Wookie right behind him.
Oh, Kyle slides back in on the wall.
And Julian does a lot for us in the way of building some things in the back scenes for us, so we appreciate all the work that Julian puts in.
Yeah, definitely do. It's quite the talented man.
Very much so.
There are actually, we've got a fair few talented people in CFR, whether it's from liveries to content or even programming. When it comes to all the iRacing stuff, there's a lot of talented people.
Now, Scott Rankin, all the way back in P12, currently 3rd for the fixed podium.
How's his truck look on the right-hand side? Is it still bent?
It looks, yes, it still looks bent. So, again,
He'll be struggling.
Brendan Griffiths is chasing him down right now. Look at the back of the truck.
Yeah.
Looks like he
That will
literally brought
not
that out from
be
Richmond
helping.
and just stuck it out here. It looks like he's just gone out and just
He's gone to Richmond, Melbourne.
he's
flew his truck over to America.
he's just gone out, grabbed one of the trucks from Richmond and just come and racing with it. But that's unfortunate though, because he was very quick in quali as well. So
Yeah. Be very curious to see how many reviews we're going to have. We have been green for a long time now.
we have actually, yeah, it's just starting to spread out a little. The pack is still here.
Pushing the laps.
40.
This James goes flying straight past Tyrone.
Well, again, he's 6 laps to the better, isn't he? Like,
Yeah, definitely is.
and we know Jace Holdsworth, he is an absolute gun in these cars.
He will be hoping for cautions because no, there's 3 cars in front that are lap down.
No, there's not.
Oh no, not in the open. So Chalker, Lock and Go-Kart are all lap down.
But they're on the leader of the series, which is Dylan Gray. So they won't get wave rounds. And the only one that would potentially get one would be Jace Holdsworth, I believe, and maybe Joshua Robinson.
Yeah, I don't know. Josh Robinson's
The open drivers that have been passed by the leader would get the wave rounds.
Tyrone getting it right on the back bar there.
Say he was right up in the back of Devon Moyes there.
Oh, Tyrone's running 30 open.
Sure is. And he does have Pete Jones breathing down his neck. Again, that's not a driver you want breathing down your neck. If there was someone you'd want, it would be that. But look at this, Darren Robb.
But it's not just Pete. You've got Pete, Brian, or is that Timmy?
That's Timmy. Brian's got the
Pete,
green
Brian,
on the car.
Pete, Brian, and Rob.
Yeah, Darren Robb. So from that rear grid start, Darren has pegged back 9 spots, and now become very, very pacey on the back of
He's got
Timo.
his sparring partner right behind him too.
Ross Meetings.
Maddings.
There was a look thing there, but that's nearly 3 seconds behind, so I'm not worried too much there at the moment. Dylan Gray 6 seconds up there.
These boys need to work together to catch the back of Walsh here. Because Tyrone's just slowly extending that gap. Now out to 4 seconds.
Bevan Moyes now. Up there, so Tyrone's
gone past him.
Yeah, he has gone past him. He's chasing
down Kyle Ridley. I wonder, this might be the tie game from the open to fix.
It might be. We have been, nearly 50, just short of 50 laps now. Solid green flag racing, so yeah, the tyres are definitely going to start hurting.
Yeah, definitely will be. So our last portion was like lap 50. So, yeah, we are with 43 laps.
Cars, look at this. You've got Mark Grocott in there, you've got Jock Robinson in there. There is people, is it Jace Holdsworth off the front of that? I think Jace has just gone through all this. There's Matty Chalker up there as well.
Yeah.
There's the other, that looks like Mickey Locke as well. Yep, here we go.
Yeah,
There's
Chalker,
Mark
Locke.
Grocott. Oh, look at the back of Grocott's car, mate. Look at that.
Good looking car.
Grocott just moves out of the way, just says, yep, you boys go, I'm not in this.
I'm not getting involved in this.
There's Matty Chalker up on the high side, and Mickey Locke also
do
there.
the same. Then these 3 boys racing to run the low line.
So Kyle Ridley now has actually put a lap on some of the fixed guys, so they will get wave rounds.
Yeah, there'll be wave rounds on them now. Mickey Locke's in the box there to get the first one.
At the moment he is, yep. Let him go, Nick. Don't even bite it.
Catch. The way these boys are driving, they're going to surely catch the back of the next cars. It's good to see these lap cars. They're not fighting hard, but they're also still battling each other, so they can't just pull over and give it to them.
So Gilbert there. Get back to his gearbox. That is, he's just bumped wall. That's Jace Holdsworth just creeping up on him now.
What is on his deck lid?
ClockerMousebags.com.
That is cool.
Matty
that is
Chalker
cool.
is in pit lane.
So Matty's
Mettings.
Nope, caution.
Caution brought out by Bryce Mettings here. So what's gone on? That's Pete Jones. Has Bryce just... Oh, no, he's gone right in front of
Tim's got
Tim.
nowhere to go.
Oh, that's going to hurt the truck massively. Oh, that is going to hurt.
Tried to stick it.
Surprised if that is
Race over.
too much
That was a
damage
big
for that.
impact with the wall, and it looked like smoke.
That is smoking. That truck is in very,
Tim
very
with
bad shape.
nowhere to go. Yeah, that's
You can see
smoking.
That is
Yeah,
not
that's
in a good
about
way
30
at all.
minutes. But the boys can't pass him.
And he can't enter a closed pit lane either. But he doesn't really have a choice.
He doesn't have a choice. So as long as he's in pit lane before the boys go across the line, they'll be right.
No, it's closed pit lane. He's got to wait for race control.
Yeah, no, the boys passing.
Oh yeah, the boys passing.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because
So-
as long as they don't pass before the start finish line, but he's in pit lane, they will be okay. If you've got a blown motor race control, they're going to let you enter a closed pit. They're not going to care. You just get a penalty to go with it.
that is unfortunate for Meddings though.
I don't see him getting that fixed and back out, unfortunately.
That
He
was
may
a
get
big
it fixed,
impact.
but it might be very low on power.
On power, yeah, it'll be.
It'll be
a
noticeable.
problem.
It'll be like a 24, 25 second lap. When they're doing 22s, 23s, so 2 seconds a lap is a big time to lose around here.
So Mickey Lock and Jason Holdsworth been given the all clear.
Oh, Mickey Lock got the wave around.
He just got the lucky dog. Yeah, he just got there.
Yeah. Keeps him on the lead lap as we go half race distance.
So Darren Robb now, 11 spots in the P6.
There. Moving up, Tyrone Walsh in a P4 just behind Kyle Ridley. So he's been our silent achiever tonight, Mr. Walsh. I don't even know where he started. He was
Tyrone
down the field
Walsh.
as well, wasn't he?
He's up 15, so they'll put him around
Started
P19.
P19. Damn, son. Driving it through the field.
So he's doing a good job. He's putting it up in there.
Definitely is. The only downside is he's about to box for tyres. Hey, go for fuel and tyres. Or is he not?
Still close pit lane. As they get the wave rounds done.
If they box for fuel and tyres now, they'll have to do one stop to the end. But
I
how
don't
much
know.
more fuel than that do they have in the bank? They've just done 40 odd laps of green flag racing.
No, they did more than that. The last pit stop was 41.
Oh yeah, it was
So it was nearly 60 laps.
Yeah, 60
So it was
laps. That's-
60 laps under.
You'd be almost tapping out fuel there.
It'd be close. They would have been on the bubble, I reckon.
As we watch everyone just funnel down towards pit lane. Yep, everyone's in. The race for pit road. Yeah, here's where it's won or lost. Now, did you actually know iRacing don't give everyone the same pit time?
No. What do you mean by same pit time? What do you mean?
So, if you stop on your marks, right where you need to stop, you will get a certain time. But if you roll a little bit forward or a little bit back, it will take that into account in your pit stop, because a pit crew in real life would have to run
yeah.
a little bit longer or a little bit shorter. So it actually takes
Right.
that into account and can actually make your stop slightly longer. Thingy, he's missed out. Both taking fuel, both taking tyres,
Right. So
but the stop was a
Wookie,
little bit lower than Wookie's.
but pit lane time. So they both had the same pit time. But pit lane time for Julian was 47.63, for Dylan Gray 49.12, but yet their pit time was both 15.13.
Yeah.
So they had the same pit time, but the way they
lane.
transit, their pit lane time was different.
Yeah, so you probably find Wookie sitting bang on the limiter, because it's still done by foot.
Right.
But also the pit stop times will be different too. iRacing have actually said that. On their oval racing, their pit stop times may vary from, I think it's up to a half a second to a second.
Bevan Moyes 14.93 with a 47.05, so he was probably the quickest out of everyone.
Yeah.
So you would have been right, as you said, right bang on those
Bang on the
markers.
marks.
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it?
It is. I did do a little bit of looking into the iRacing and the ovals. And there's a few guys on YouTube that really explain it and how iRacing have got it set up, and iRacing have actually said how they set it up. And yeah, there's no pit stop unless you're bang on the marks every time, will be identical for yourself. But people
Yeah,
don't notice because it's only slightly, it's up to like a half a second or something.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Because in real life it'd be the same. If they don't hit their marks, the crew's got to go further.
Oh,
If they're too close to the wall, it'll actually, if you're too close to the wall, it won't service your car.
huh.
It'll tell you to pull over a bit more. Yeah, too far forward, it'll tell you to roll back. Too far back, it'll tell you to roll forward. But you might be in your box.
Going green. Julian has it under control. There we go. Race
And
start.
he's gone. Yeah, we don't cautions bring cautions.
Yeah,
it's
especially on
just
fresh
like-
tyres. That's just fresh tyres. We just got to
Yeah. Cold fresh tyres.
back in the back here.
Too wide.
Pete Jones up high and wide there.
How many of these boys took that little
Jace
bit longer in
Holdsworth on the back of Scotty
pit lane?
Rankin.
How much
make
of
it
these boys
3
took that
wide.
little bit longer to fix some more of their damage?
Well, that's right. Yeah, had they been able to take an extra little bit there and
And knock off a bit more time.
maybe.
I didn't realise the front of that bonnet has... It's got graffiti or something. Oh, it's got Riot written all over it. That looks like a Paramore album. Come on.
Oh, Pete Jones coming down. Getting a nice exit off the corner. Right, 109 laps in the books.
Hit me. Bye-bye.
Scotty Rankin still with a lot of damage. Oh, Matty Chalker.
Oh, sideways.
Mark
Someone else.
Grocott.
Grocott. Sympathy
Mark
spin behind him.
Grocott. No, Grocott triggered it. Just lost it into the corner.
No, he's lost it, yeah.
And then Chalker's come through and we checked up, and then Grocott's gone again.
Chalker's missed it. Oh,
But
and it's just
gone on
unsettled
the
him.
high side, yeah, he's just caught it out. Yep.
Oh, both of them nosed into the wall. I think Chalker hit the wall pretty hard, but Grocott just nosed it in. Hopefully Chalker didn't hit too hard.
I don't think he nailed the wall too bad.
So this
Didn't-
plays
it
in the
didn't
hand
come
of oh no. Blundell actually has the lucky dog. Being a lap down. So Holdsworth won't get the lucky dog.
No, you will not. And it doesn't look like Matty Chalker's got too much damage.
Yeah, it looks alright. As Brian gets the lucky dog, not Tim.
Brian, yeah, Timo's up further.
Timo's P9.
So Dylan,
Dylan Gray has the field. Oh, he has his teammate right behind him too on the restart.
he does, so whether he can bring Tyrone forward, be interesting.
And Kyle Ridley's behind them. So all three of those blokes would be in the same chat.
Oh, they're going to be in, line astern, and they're going to be calling the move, I reckon. You're going to see all three of those guys go at the same time. Just about call it.
Yeah, and Jones right behind. Now, as we see Holdsworth in that pack, Holdsworth may have to file to the back as the fixed driver gets his wave around. Yeah, until Holdsworth pulls out, I believe. No, he's still sitting there. He may have to file to the back. iRacing will file him down there. See, well, it should file him down there.
No, I think he'll be where he stays. I don't think he'll get any
Being laps down, he's meant to get filed to the back because he didn't get the lucky dog. They may do it on the next lap on the last one to go.
It might do, yeah, we'll have to see. Pits are open, so boys are going to be pitting in, so...
He is in.
Oh, what was that?
No,
That was Jace that had a big flash, yeah, so maybe it was a packet loss for Jason earlier. It's, that's awkward. Dylan Gray out there, 102 laps was his last pit stop. So the caution prior to this one.
All these boys will be, I think the people who stop now will be for a top up. They may as well throw new tyres on and get unlimited there.
Trying to repair some of that damage too, because this Scotty Rankins in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of boys still trying to repair it. You've got a bit of time. You can normally get about 20 odd seconds at a time done before you got to get rolling again.
The problem is though, if you fall back in this pack, it's going to be hard to come forward, and it's risky too, especially coming down with what, 80, just over 80 laps left. You don't want to be caught out, and someone in, especially for Scotty Rankin, who's already got that damage on, and you can ill afford a big one.
Rolling.
You can ill afford a big tangle later on in the race.
The boys are just sitting.
See, look,
Scott gets rolling before.
He's got a bit of damage fixed there, one of it, so he might be alright.
Yeah, he's just slowly doing that.
But there's not really much you can do. So he's going to slow back now
all you can do.
behind Jared Gilbert. So he's going to be P6 in the fixed setup. So
yeah,
Scotty Rankin been playing with the repairs all night, trying to get himself forward, but to see how he goes now. It's going to be very hard though. So we'll keep our eyes on Scotty.
Boys start bunching up.
So here we go. How's the call between...
Bunch it up, boys, bunch it up. As you come down the back straight, they should all be bunched nicely. Oh, there's another one of those boys just flashing.
You see the 338 just creeping up onto the back tailgate there. He's hunting. He wants this restart with his teammate. Safety car's away. They have both gone. Nicky Lock didn't quite read the play though, or he didn't hear the call. So I'll have to see how this plays out now. Cole Ridley down on the inside with the
Can't tie.
SLM truck in front of him with Tyrone Walsh. Again looking on the outside. Cole Ridley just moves up.
Just sits him behind Tyrone. See if he can get on his bar and
He's trying to use both of the boys, isn't he, at the moment? So he's clear all around. He's got no one around him, so he's got all the avenues to take.
Julian high, and then comes in low and uses Tyrone low.
Right, so Tyrone is P2 now. Dylan Gray showing his hand tonight, showing he's here to play this season. He's already got a 1 second gap.
Yeah, he's doing well. He's doing a lot of work in these trucks.
It's not going unnoticed either, I can assure you of that.
And when he puts his head down and wants to do it, it shows what can be done.
It's not going unnoticed either. Had a bit of a chat with a few of the boys from a couple of teams throughout the week, and we're actually quite surprised with Dylan Gray this season. He's really come out strong. He's fired off pretty early when we were at Mid-Ohio.
The kid is quick in anything.
He's really showing his...
when he puts a head down.
As Jace Holdsworth just creeping.
Oh, look at that gold Goodyear sticker on it. That looks sick.
But so yeah, so Dylan Gray is definitely not going unnoticed, that's for sure. So a lot of people would like to see him press on with this and really try and take it to
the next level.
The next level, yeah. They want to try and see him push him for that road to pro stuff, and then and go on from there.
I would
So
love to see him pushing the road to pro. Young kid, abundance of talent. He's now with the right type of people as well that can really get him to focus. So, we do have a lot of banter and all that with him, and he does need the focus sometimes, especially when you spot him. He listens, he learns, and he's a talented kid all round, and he's proven it time after time on the racetrack.
oh, absolutely. I've done a bit of
no.
Darren Robb
Low. There'll be no caution there. Keeps it off the wall.
Yeah, I've done a bit of work with Dylan in the past. I've done some spotting with him and done some coaching as well. Really good understanding of what he does. Really cohesive environment too. Like he really does sponge that information. Like he really draws on the experience of those around him as well. And look, it shows when you can come out here and fire off only a 2-second gap on a restart, and just looks under control. Like he's not.
It does look very much under control.
It looks like Jason Holdsworth driving that truck, mate, to be fair. Like, just out the front.
That's just Dylan's in Jason's car tonight, right?
Yeah, just different paint jobs. It wouldn't surprise me as we tick off 126 laps. We have 74 to go.
Oh, yeah, flying. We joke about that, but that is definitely Dylan in the rig.
Oh, exactly right. It is Dylan. But again, he's showing signs above his youth. He's well, actually, you can, because if we go to his gyro,
to see him take on some real life stuff too.
Go to his gyro. Look, we can see the pink helmet, DG on it. So it is Dylan, and
it does look like a very young kid in the helmet too.
I'll be sure to tell him that, mate. When he watches the broadcast back tomorrow, he'll be like, "That Andrew, I'm going to fix him." But no, I mean, look, again, 2-second gap now to Dylan Rookie. Tyrone Walsh is back there now fighting with.
Tyrone's actually built a little bit of. They built a little bit of gap on Kyle, but I think Tyrone's still getting his head around not burning the tyres up. I think.
Well, he's doing a lot of
time. He does, but he doesn't have a lot of time on the rig. So for what he does a sensational job.
Oh, he's amazing out there tonight. He's like I said, he's climbed up 16 spots, biggest mover in further up the field.
He's
the silent
achiever.
Yeah, but that's what you want to do because it allows you time to focus, get down, and get your head on.
Oh yeah, Tyrone just stays out of trouble. Just before you know it, he's up front. You're like, where'd he come from?
Scotty Rankin on the back of Bevan Moyes. This is for P2 and 3 in the fixed trucks.
Rankin might have got a bit of that damage fix up where it's no longer affecting his truck. He's doing a good job to get it back to P7, considering he was at the back of the field.
Bevan Moyes 231, so he's not.
Yeah, he's driving it.
Yeah, he's just. I think he's just driving through whatever he's got. He's got no choice. He's just got to roll through it. But
yeah, but every time he gets time to do more repairs, there's less damage on the truck, and it starts to drive nicer and nicer.
But
it will never fully fix.
No. But if you look at the truck, he could ill afford a big spill right now. That would be a race ender for sure.
What's the back look like now?
Oh, down the right side still looks sort of beat up, but
the back's looking a little better than before, but just a little better.
It's just looking a little better, but not a lot better. But
enough. You really need the back of the truck to help with the downforce and all
what's
that.
happening here is Dylan Gray. He's just lost 3 spots really quickly.
Yeah, at the moment.
Well, I'm not sure.
He might have had a moment coming out of 2. In the front there. Oh, who's that disappeared?
I think it was Jace Holdsworth. So we're just watching from Julian Mookie's point of view here, just to see. That car still hasn't come back. It still hasn't come back. So who was
A
that?
long time.
Don't
Someone's
tell me.
packet lost.
I was saying, don't tell me that it's Jace Holdsworth again.
Quite possibly. Was Chase in front of Julie?
I don't know, but it's not
I thought
showing the pass.
Tyrone was. So where's
It's
Tyrone in that one?
I don't know. It's not showing anything there from Dylan Gray. So I have no idea what happened there. Yeah, so Dylan back in P3 now, behind Tyrone and Julian. So this is rather interesting.
Yeah. I wonder if he had a moment. No.
I'm not sure. There's nothing showing up in SCK to say he had a moment, but he just tumbled down the order really quickly and just lost a couple of spots. So maybe he was one that won. Pete Jones will be all over the back of this for sure.
He could have possibly. Oh wow, the front of that truck looks like it's turning in a lot better than the rear. Got a lot of front grip on it, just no rear grip by the looks of that.
So Dylan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does look a little.
Watch the attitude of the front. It just wants to turn. Rear doesn't want to. So the front, it wants to turn down the corner.
Yeah.
It's not the nicest of things to drive at the moment.
Scotty Rank now. He's fallen back a little bit off Bevan Boyce as well now.
No, it's Sheaf.
Please.
Okay.
He's fallen back off
Came
this.
up for a cutoff. Yeah, he's fallen back.
Bevan now on the back of Kyle Woody, so has maybe that damage of this a little hard to drive through at the moment, so maybe he's just going to take that little
Pull lock the tyres a bit and come back up.
yeah, maybe again lap 142, so we're chinking off these laps pretty fast. They are ticking off.
Lap 102, so they're 40 laps into these thinner tyres.
Dylan Gray now.
See the new bonnet on Dylan Gray's
I do see that. I just noticed that.
and on the rear bar. He has the Mr. Marshmallow Man.
Oh my goodness. Unbelievable.
He wants it. He got it.
Looking to the inside of his teammate there. It's not going to happen just yet. I think he's going to have to earn that spot.
I do like the Mr. Marshmallow Man on Dylan's car there.
It is interesting. We'll say that. I'm just watching Dylan now. He's looking at the back of his teammate. Not going to get it done there.
I wonder if these boys are going to work together to find a number to get home.
Can they get home? 55
I dare say
laps.
They'll be able to get home.
I
I
reckon
think they
they'll
did
get
about
close.
60 odd laps last time when they needed to stop before the lap 100.
Side of the car looks good here for Scotty Rankin, but it just doesn't.
Oh yeah, and the other side's terrible. Unfortunately, he's P3 in class.
Yeah, he's got a good gap though to Brendan Griffiths' next car. So unless something happens, it's kind of his to lose at the moment. Kevin Boyce and Kyle Woodley on screen.
Yeah,
Kevin
it's
in
just
a bright yellow truck. This is the lead of the fixed series. So again, these boys don't want to have anything go wrong either, because Scotty will just assume that front spot.
Yeah. Clark and these guys go on tyres. Oh,
I think that was an illusion, mate. It was the camera angle that made that look closer.
Evan's he's sending up the inside. Kyle's just run a little wide. You look at the mid to high line, it seems to be working at the moment. Because it gives Kyle on off the corner.
Kyle knows he's
just
there.
working that mid line.
You know he's there.
As I said at the start of the race, the mid-line will rubber up and will become pretty quick. But we do have noticed the fixed trucks do like to use the mid.
Jason Holsworth, he's also running the
mid-line.
that higher line here.
His setup will probably be set up for it, to be honest.
Oh, I mean,
those nitro setups are pretty on point.
They're phenomenal setups, absolutely so. See Jace just trying to get back to Matty Chalker, 26 seconds behind him, so unusual to see Jason Holsworth down this far, but again it looks like maybe a packet loss or internet drama
he has gone 2 laps back. So
anything is possible. 49 laps to go. Yeah, we are in the last quarter of the race, so he goes Dillinger.
5 cautions or 6 cautions before lap 50? Before lap 100? 4. 6 cautions before lap 100, and we've had 1 after lap 100.
So Dillinger now has gotten the P2 back, so now he's chasing Julian. He's got a long gap, mate, 2 seconds.
These boys going to have to work together to chase Julian back here. Mickey Lock cruising. P12.
Hasn't gained, hasn't lost. So again, good night for Mickey. Stayed out of trouble. Darren Robb, who was the big mover and shaker, had that spin before. Going to drive in.
Yeah, he's going to drive back through the field.
So he's going to try and pull back now.
I've got a leader coming up on him pretty quick too.
Julian Wookie there is our current race leader, number 39, Sharp EIT in Tech 1. So it's actually funny, I was talking to a man building the new overlay system, and he's actually worked with Julian before on another project. So there's some things that they're going to work together on for CFR to add some and potential. So yeah, he looked through his little team list and went, oh, Julian Rookie, I've worked with that guy before. So
that's always good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
let's see what it comes out like. It seems like it's going to be pretty nice, and
it's looking really good, I've got to tell you. I've seen the prerequisites of it so far, and they're looking really, really good, so I can't wait to fire it in. And
if they can get that to work like SDK does, then I can use that on iRacing full time. Possibly.
It probably won't be for a driver, it'll be a broadcast.
Yeah. But if you can get it programmed as a driver.
Well, I just might have to talk to you after the broadcast now, mate, because he does use certain things for his own racing. So he does do things for himself, so I'll have to let you know, but yeah, after broadcast we'll chat about that. Let's give a look at Brian Blundell. He's now just seen Jace Holdsworth go by. Yeah. Jace Holdsworth doing what he does. He's getting out there, putting consistent laps.
Mickey Locks has just gone a lap down too. So the leader is coming and coming quick.
Leader's gone, mate. There's a leader there.
No.
There's Mickey Lock back there, so not too far away, but
Colin Gray should be right behind Mickey Lock at the moment.
There he is.
And then his teammate through. Dylan's put a bit of a gap on Tyrone, but
we've got a 2-second gap, and he's clawed about half a second back to Julian, so he's hungry. He's definitely hungry.
60. We've been out for almost 60 laps at the moment, so pit window must be coming up close.
113 was the last time Scott Rankin was in the pit, so again, I'd say he can probably get home.
Julian, Tyrone, and
Dylan were 102.
102. Kyle and Moyes was 102.
Yeah, Scotty Rankin was 113. So 113 was our last portion.
Should put him at 87 laps. That's a lot of laps on a full tank.
It's a lot less than 97.
Tyres. Can the tyres run 87 laps?
Well, I mean, can the drivers run 87 laps is the question, mate, I think. So there's Tyrone just going up the inside of the 70, might have been 73, might have been Mark Rocott. It's Kyle Ridley, been going through.
It's who blinks first, and if there's a safety car after it, how much does it hurt you? So if you box, you need the whole field to box on the green. Because what you say pit transit was, including transit?
About 47 seconds, give or take.
2 laps. So
Scotty
you're
Rankin
boxing
there.
3, and is it 2 lap stop? It is
Scotty
a
Rankin
big
is just
box.
cruising, not much going on.
Yeah, he's just cruising, he's in his own race.
Pete Jones now back there in P7 outright, P4 clutch.
It's interesting.
Nathan laying the law down, I love it. Tyrone Walsh now back there, 2.5 seconds off the pack.
I can't hear the in-sync
Oh
chat.
yeah, I can hear it. That's why I go quiet. Sometimes I'm listening to what's being said, so it's interesting to monitor the chat. But
I'm glad the stream can't hear it, because some of those chats are definitely not PG.
now, Dylan Gray is 1 second now, under a second.
Yeah.
You can see
That traffic will be helping him
Julian
too.
up there. That's Darren Robb. Darren Robb's not going to get involved in this at all.
Nope. Dylan's going to use him for a little bit. Use him as a toe.
Oh,
Dylan gets into the corner really early.
so
Just drive.
he's also dropping a gear too. You can hear it.
Yeah, well.
So we can see on screen. Driver
Dropping the gear
dashboard.
maybe actually help him with the drive off the corner, but it may just have the more wear on the tyre.
Yeah, it'll get the tyres to spin up easy, yeah.
He seems pretty smooth on the throttle, so he might not be having the spin issue. There's a little flick.
Oh!
As I just need him to be as he's
the mock is straight on him. You're like, oh, he's not doing too bad. And all of a sudden, wiggle, 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 wiggle.
these tyres are almost 70 laps old.
They are wounded, these tyres. They are so sorry. And we still have 31 laps to do, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if these are going to go to the end, but
No, I don't think they'll go the 100. I would be surprised if they do 100 laps.
who is going to be...
Is Scotty Rankin in the best position, stopping at 113?
I don't know. I think they're still going to stop. I don't think they can go on. I think they're all banking for a safety car.
Yeah, I don't think they can do
I think these are going to be green round stops.
100 laps.
These are going to be green round stops.
Who blinks?
Someone's got to, mate. Someone has to blink. And if you're someone now, you've got to go now, I reckon.
Yeah.
I think you've got to go this in the next 3 laps. I think you've got to go. You've got to put new tyres on, top up on fuel, and go, because you're going to have the best of the laps for 20 odd laps.
Extra fuel by the looks of it.
Dylan Gray, first to blink. Is he? No, he doesn't.
He's just low on his line.
Is he teasing the pit stop? Oh, he's touching the line. Is he teasing the pit
Just
stop?
getting under the car, under the lap car.
Oh, I don't know. When do they stop?
I
would
have
have
no
thought
idea.
they'd got. I thought they would have gone. I thought they would have gone, mate. To be honest.
I actually thought the fixed tyres would have fallen off a lot more right now than the open.
Scott now up on the back of Jason Holdsworth. Oh, and he's in the wall. Oh.
Jason, sideways as well.
Scotty Rankin hard up in the wall. Didn't really do a lot of damage, but might just throw the rear arrow out just a little. To see what he does here, but we've got to look for some stops. I don't know if they can actually make it. It is a short track though, so maybe they can. Don't know, those tyres are going to be hurting. They're going to be hurting a lot.
But we've just gone to 25 to go.
I don't know if the boys can do it, mate. I'm not convinced.
Yeah, nor am I. This is going to be interesting.
Who does blink? We haven't looked at the Mookie car for a while. We haven't looked at Mookie, so how's that car looking? Looking not too nice. Last up 23.49, so they're a second off pace.
Yeah.
So the tyres are off, but they're not gone. Dylan Gray 23.49, same lap as Julian last lap, so matching times. A little bit off now, 2 tenths off that lap. Evan Moyes and Kyle Ridley.
The fact that Julian had a bit of slipstream down the straight, and
Potentially, yeah.
Dylan's sort of off the pack, doesn't really have any slip or anything, where Julian's right in the middle of it.
He's got no...
Julian's about lap beef. No.
That's
I know
Matty
that was
Chalk.
Julian.
That's Bevan Moyes.
Moist, I was going to
Bevan
say.
Moyes and Kyle Ridley there. And that is the back of Tyrone Walsh. So Tyrone doing a stellar job tonight. He's got a nice little buffer to Pete Jones back in Q4. So he's just got to get himself across the finish line tonight, and he will be one happy little cookie, I think.
P3 overall.
P3 hour and up 16 spots, the biggest mover and shaker of the night. Pete Jones are up 11, so not too bad in comparison. Jace Holdsworth there was absolutely sideways off that corner.
Can they make 20 to go?
I don't know, man. Look, if the likes of Jace Holdsworth at 108 haven't boxed yet, he has a big flash.
Someone on stream is watching and might be in the ears of some of these drivers. Little heads up, mate. A little bit pit lane reporting.
Yeah, a little pit lane inside would be cool. I don't know, man. They might get through.
Give me the crew chief. I want the radio. I want to hear the crew chief.
Oh, Julian just went through 2 of them there.
Oh,
one being
Julian
Brian.
pushing that gap out to 2.5 seconds.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think he might be...
I wonder if he's pushing to try and just because he knows he's got to stop and he can't make it.
But if you've got to stop, why push it so late? You're banking on a safety car. What if it doesn't come? What if you don't get that safety car?
The car behind doesn't. The car behind has to stop.
Yeah, but... Oh, no, man. This is... I don't know.
Gap into the pit lane. Might help.
Yeah, I would have thought tyres, man. With 25 to go, I would have thought tyres would have been key over track position right now. I thought...
Definitely.
You can go and get tyres.
If someone makes a mistake, now the tyres are starting to die. We're watching the cars, the trucks, they're getting sideways out of turn 2.
Tyrone Walsh is going to drop back behind the 2 leaders here of the fixed series. There's Scotty Rankin. There's
couple seconds off
Jared
the back
Gilbert.
Tyrone.
He's right behind Jason Holdsworth right now, looking at the back of Brendan Griffiths. 15 to go, folks. We might be in for a blockbuster here. This could go down to the very, very limit.
Yeah, if you box, you're going to lose 2 laps.
But then you
That's
also
your problem.
force the hand of the next guy too.
Yeah, but you don't know if he's good to go.
Wow.
If you're borderline, he could be good to go. You might be a little bit better on fuel, or
It's all I know is it's going to make great interviews after the race. So this is going to be fantastic.
yeah. So how's that?
14 to go.
I was kind of clutching it.
Yeah, I was kind of like on and off the clutch, and I was
Worried.
trying to, you know, just ease up on the front tyres. I didn't want to. We're going to get some interesting reviews, so we're slowly looking at.
I'm surprised that there hasn't been the
It's pulled
fall
away.
off. The fall off from the fixed as much as I thought.
Well, Paul Ridley, last lap, 23.52, just under a second off pace, so
Yeah, that's what I mean. There hasn't been the
Maybe.
fall off from the fixed as what the open is.
it's on up here. Beckham Morris and Paul Ridley really close now with 12 to
They're still
go.
in the battle.
This
If
is
you're
a
Jake
good drive.
Holdsworth, do you sit and watch, or do you just send it?
I
Send
mean,
it.
if you're Jake
He'll clear
Holdsworth,
them
you're trying to
pretty
just...
quickly. Yeah, he clears them quick.
Oh, that blinking though. So harsh. Kyle Ridley now up on the 86 there. Brian Blundell about to put him down a lap.
Yeah.
Oh, Brian just rubs it. Oh, you don't want one of these back markers to trigger a safety car now. 10 to
Just
go.
that passive action there in the background.
10 to go.
Jules and Kings.
Julian now just puts Pete Jones down a lap.
Yeah. He has lapped P7.
Scotty Rankin is the next target for Julian Mickey. Feeling great now, 2 seconds off the back.
Yeah.
Again, with only 9 laps out, I reckon they're going to make it, mate.
I don't think Julian's going to make the back of Scotty. Yeah, Scotty's only 8 seconds behind him.
Yeah, I don't know about whether he will or won't, but looks like they're going to make it. So Scotty Rankin will be P3. He stays there. And after the damage he got early on and all that stuff, not a bad result. It's going to be good to walk away with a podium for sure. Tyrone Walsh has driven fantastically all night.
As
Up
Boyce just
14
takes the
spots.
pits lead. Nope, Kyle takes it back.
Oh, they are side by side. Come on, boys. 7 to go. Let's race it clean to the finish. Come on, boys. Oh, no.
Our safety.
That is safety car right there.
Old tyres.
I don't even think it was that, mate. I think this is internet.
Oh,
Oh.
I reckon there's going to be contact there no matter what.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate.
That sucks
That
both
would have
right,
been ended.
Christy and Bevan
And look what that's done. He's put Scotty Rankin
in the P2.
up in the P2 of the fixed series. Anything can happen, mate. 6 laps to go. Tyres are going to be
Now.
key here.
Who boxes? Who doesn't? We've got one green white checker.
6 to go. You're probably going to have 4 on the side. You've got to box. You've got to take tyres. Tyres are key right now.
5 to go.
If you stay out, you're going to get absolutely swamped.
Yeah, but again, if we get down to
But again, green, white, you want fresh
green white
tyres.
checker, that's it. Who blinks? Who has the fuel? This is the 8th caution. Lucky Dog goes high.
So,
Pete Jones is back on the lead lap.
Oh, I don't know, mate. This is going to be crazy. Do you stay the old tyres? Do you have the fuel?
Yeah, that's the big question. That these boys have done near on 100 laps.
Do you?
They're 6 laps shy of 100 laps.
Scott's on the apron. Get.
Comes back up. So these boys all just waiting. Julian doesn't box, you'd probably say Dylan and Tyrone
3
should.
to go, man. I don't think you do. I think you're going to have to stick it out.
Yeah, now it's going to be green white checker by the time we go back green. This is it, the one green white checker. All the cars are pitted, all the cars have been called around. We will literally probably do one more lap around and then we'll be going. I'll be surprised if these boys got any fuel left when they finish this race. What are you listening to? Oh, we do have some pitters.
Interesting, yes.
P7 back. Top 6 have chose to stay out. Oh no.
No, they're all going for the pits.
They all need fuel. Can Dylan stay out? Or is that Tyre? No, that's Dylan staying. Two leaders stay out. 3 leaders stay out. Rankin's in. Walsh is in. The Scotty comes out in front of Tyrone. Now these boys should get filtered back into, well, they're going to be top 10, 9 and 10. Whoa. Now I believe Griffiths, Jones, Robb and Blundell have also stopped. It's just the top 3 drivers. Did Tyrone and Scott leave their pit lane, pit entry, just 1 lap too late? That's my co-commentator. It's quiet. He's speechless. What is going on here?
No idea.
They've moved Rankin up to P6, P7. Oh no.
No, he's P8.
No. They bunched back up to go green. And we're racing. 2 to go. Dylan got the jump, no? Oh, Julian and Dylan side by side. Kyle Ridley's getting what? Oh,
Who was that?
no idea.
That was Pete Jones.
Pete Jones. He stopped on the phone. We are not green. Oh, we're still
Just
green.
Want to flow that back and have a bit of a look.
Oh,
Kyle was
loose.
loose.
Dylan Gray gonna take the checker. Dylan Gray over the line first, followed by Julian. Griffiths, where did Griffiths come from? Rankin, Rob, Ridley,
So
Gilbert, Lundell.
Brendan Griffiths, Scotty Rankin and Kyle Ridley. Dylan Gray's got the win.
In.
So well done. Well done,
Where
young
did
fella.
Griffiths come from?
I have no idea.
That's dumb. We see Pete Jones just give Dylan the well done tap on the rear. And Dylan lights it up. Let her rip, son, let her rip. Clearly enough fuel and tyre left on that thing to do a celebration and burnout.
Let's
And
have
I
a
think
look.
it just died.
So, Dylan Gray, Julian Mookie, and Darren Robb have pulled the podium. Then Brendan Griffiths, Scotty Rankin, and Kyle Ridley for the fixed side. So, interesting mix of trucks there tonight.
Where did Brendan come from, but? I don't think we mentioned him all night. And he pulls a win. Strategy play from the last stop. Nicely done.
That was, yeah, it's interesting. Very interesting sequence of events here at the end. I completely missed it. Sorry, I was dealing with stuff in the back scenes, but
Oh,
yeah,
that's
we'll,
all right. That's
we'll try and get Kyle Ridley in here.
I don't know if Kyle will be in.
Julian Gray, Julian Mookie, Darren Robb will be our podium.
Dylan and Kyle are both in the SLM chat. So we are just waiting on our podium to come to the
So
green
see
room.
if Kyle Ridley will get in here, and then we'll get onto our open boys and girls as well. But that was interesting, mate. Sorry, I was kind of sidetracked last 20 seconds of that, but looked very interesting.
no.
So
Brendan Griffith pulls out an upset.
I reckon, yeah, he came out of nowhere. So
Don't even think we mentioned him all night. He just sort of just flew under the radar. That last stop, both Scott and Tyrone could have gone a lap earlier on the last stop, I reckon, when all the others stopped. They come out behind guys with good tyres and, yeah, couldn't quite get it done. And Brendan stopped then and come through for the win. Pardon me. Oh, I shall be back in a sec. I'll go see what Dylan and Kyle are doing, if they're coming. Give me 2 seconds.
yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Just see if we can get the podiums in. Just bear with us, guys. We'll throw to a quick intermission and be right back. Don't go away. Like, we're going to get Kyle Ridley. So we might just bring in Scotty Rankin. Yeah, we might just bring in Scott. I think Kyle's going to jump on it. So we'll bring in Scotty. Mate, trouble start for you tonight with those early cautions, but you got on top of that damage and got back through the field. How was the overall race?
Yeah, look, to be perfectly honest, I now owe Dylan DeBono too. So he's cost me a TCR championship in the past and wanted to race me really aggressive. Honestly, it is my responsibility to not race him back aggressively. I was in a different phase of the race in that early caution, so I was full on tyre saving because I figured I was probably pushing out a little bit too hard. So that's on me for not recognizing that. So that's an adjustment I'll have to make. I've had a couple of incidents in the last couple of days whereby just racing too hard too early. So adjustment going forwards for next week. But yeah, other than that, there was 3.5 minutes worth of damage there, man. Like when I first rolled off, we were not in a good space. Managed to sit on the tyres for a fair while. I didn't take tyres, I think, for about 4 or 5 cautions in a row, just because if you do, you lose the opportunity to repair the damage, and that damage was so much more crucial. Yeah,
we saw you do that through a few of those pit stops and the cycles, just to try and get the car, the truck back repaired again. But was there much damage near the end of the race for you?
There was a later on incident with one of the open cars who wanted to do silly things. So look, I mean, I think he came off worse for wear on it. I apologise. I was trying to do all I possibly could, but yeah, at the end of the day, look, I mean, it was a tricky night. We qualified well. We put ourselves in a great position, and I let somebody else get under my skin, and that's on me. So look, the driving, I'm very, very happy with the way that I drive. I'm very happy that I can, when somebody does get aggressive with me, I can absolutely give them back everything they're giving me. I tried to make sure that was the marker, and I stayed to that marker. Happy to do that, and not cross over it. But yeah, at the same time, it's too early in the race, man. So I'm disappointed in myself. First and foremost, for my conduct on track tonight, but I'm really, really happy with the pace we set.
Yeah, no, you were looking fast out there in practice and quali, mate. But I mean, still a podium, P2 tonight. Again, still a good result given the early phase of the race.
Yeah, look, yeah, just tires, man. Like, I've set such a big, like, everyone looks at me and goes, oh, short run pace, short run pace, short run pace. That's really not who I am, not the way I drive the truck. And I've tried to lift my short run pace over the last probably 8 months has been probably my biggest focus, because I just know when you get into a tire saving race, I've generally got people for dead. Fuel saving as well, fuels just saving, that just seems to be my strength. So next week will be a switch in focus. We'll switch back on and go for race management. Something else I was talking about, Bryce, tonight was race management. Both just involved in incidents that just didn't need to happen. and race management. You got to think lap 200, not lap 50. So even though I'm probably not necessarily majorly at fault in those incidents, doesn't matter. I'm still in the incident. I've got to adjust.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's a lot to take away, mate. There's always a lot to learn from and adjust, isn't there, when you're out there racing and you're racing hard with the likes of the field that we've got out there.
Yeah, big props, actually. I want to say big props to both Bevan and Kyle tonight. With me running them down, probably with look, to be perfectly honest, actually, you know what? I won't take anything away from their drive. I'm not 100% certain what the damage was doing to the truck. They both drove beautifully. I started to catch them, and then they both responded. So big props to both of those guys, and more importantly, big props to the 236 on his first win.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well said. Hey, time for the shout-outs, mate. Who keeps you on track, keeps the car looking fresh and tidy?
Big shout out to Matt King. Keeps me wanting to race hard and really wanted to get back in and keep improving. I can't say enough about him and how much he means to me as a person. Peter Baxter as well. All the rights in racing guys. We had a brilliant race last night in GT4s. 7 out of 10 of us top 10ing, so on a podium lockout. So look, for me, it's just been about getting back to the fun. So anyone around me that does that, Bliss Homes and the Mark Hughes Foundation for Rights in Racing. Thank you very much.
All right, Scotty. Thanks, mate. We'll see you back next week, hopefully, and good luck.
Peace.
All right.
There will be no Kyle to race.
That's fine. Yeah. We'll bring in Brendan Griffiths. Mate, you snuck up and did a bit of a Stephen Bradbury there, mate. Come out of nowhere. First win also for CFR. Well done.
First win anywhere.
First win anywhere. There you go.
I don't really know what to say. I don't know what happened in that last safety car. I'm not even going to talk about it. But not the position I was expecting to bring home tonight, especially after lap 6 being turning myself around on someone's nose. That wasn't great. So I'm static. So I'll leave it at that.
No, you should be, mate. It was obviously something that went in towards your favour, and unfortunately with the week that's passed here, it's been a little awkward to keep everything on track, but we're doing what we can. But mate, no, well done tonight. And look, 200 laps at Richmond, I mean, that must have been a feat and a half. How was the truck overall?
I got a fair bit of damage on lap 6, so I felt like most of my night was just pitting under safety car and getting 30 seconds of repair out of my 5-minute repair bill, and just beating that safety car off pit lane every time. So the truck felt absolutely horrendous all night. But you gotta drive around that, and that's what I did. So
yeah, no, well done, mate. Look, I mean, overall, it looked like a pretty fun night. How were the tyres near the end, coming up with that big stint before that final safety car?
I was more concerned about the rears. I slid them a lot early on, and by the end of the night, they were screaming at me, especially at the end of that long race run. It felt like I had no grip. And yeah, 200 laps around there doesn't seem like much when it's a little boring, but it adds up.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it sure does. And you saw some good racing there with a few of the boys around you.
Yeah, that was cool. As I said, I don't know what's happened, and I don't know what's going on with that safety car or what happened with that safety car, but it put us in a position where we're not usually at, and I had to take advantage of it. So
yeah, no, you did what you did, mate, and congratulations for that tonight. But who is your shout out tonight? Who keeps you coming back? Who's the team? Who's the sponsors that keep you on the track?
Tonight, the most important one is I got to say thanks to my young bloke Jet. He gave me his drink bottle of water before the race started, and it's his birthday tomorrow, so we got some good voodoo happening.
Oh, nice! Well, happy birthday to the young fella.
I got to cheers. I got to shout out Shockworks, Cataclysm, Fueled Hydration, Quokka mouse pads, and all these blokes who helped me through the week. Jared Gilbert and Truck 237, and the two guys we have in our ear through race night, Daniel Bond and David Lawler. they're brilliant guys to have in our ears, keeping us calm.
Yeah, no, excellent work, mate. Well done. And yeah, big shout outs to the little man for birthday tomorrow. So awesome work.
Cheers.
All right, mate. Have a good night. We'll see you back next week.
Thank you. Will do.
Well done, Brendan. All right. Who have we got? Andrew, who have we got? We got Darren.
We have Darren.
Now P3
I don't know what
getter.
happened to Julian, but yeah.
Darren Robb, P3 tonight, mate. What a bit of a drive from the rear of grid start, but up into the podium position.
Yeah, thank you, mate. No, it was good. Just
take us through.
Got my head down and drove, and yeah, it was good.
So
How was that long stint?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I had a half spin come onto main straight and went on the grass. I was race over, got going again, and put my head down again, and passed a few more, and the caution come out, took fresh tyres, and then went from there. So
That's
So-
all right. Oh, yeah, all right, Darren.
how was the truck all night, Darren? Going from the rear, trying to push through the field. How was the overall performance?
pretty good. I said be patient with some of the guys, just to wait for them to make a little small mistake so I can get by them. So, but yeah, just be patient, just wait for my mistake and go by them and just keep picking them off.
Yeah, it didn't look like much of a difference between the two trucks overall on track tonight. So
Not really, but I'll say probably next week we will be. So
when we go to Michigan,
Michigan's a bit bigger circuit though, isn't it? It's not as short as Richmond. It's not a 3/4 mile. It's a little bigger than that. So a lot more. What would you say? A lot more presence for the open trucks there, Darren.
I'll say probably, but yeah, they'll still be reasonably close in that, I guess. So just how you manage your tyres and fuel and stuff.
that's all right.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So, I guess, mate, tell us who's behind the 1.5 truck. Who's doing the things to keep you out there?
Russ and Jason, the guys at Nitro, take me on the season, give me help and coaching and stuff to get faster. So I really appreciate the sets from then, and yeah, it's really good. And I think boys now just scored, and you guys for putting on the broadcast, and Nathan for jumping, and Dougie jumping in to do the race control. I mean, we can't do it without any of you boys, so this was really, really appreciated it all. So
Yeah, no, well done tonight, mate. Good result for yourself, especially with given that it's a shorter track. I say not necessarily short track, but shorter track and a long race. So well done tonight.
yeah, that's cool. Thank you.
Thanks, Sarah. Have a good one, mate. We'll see you back next week.
See you, mate.
All right. This kid,
This is becoming a habit.
I'm going to have to put a seat warmer on his seat in this combox, mate. Dylan Gray, congratulations once again on the win. Didn't look like you were going to get there until that last caution, mate. So take us through your night.
I've learnt charge the headset before the race.
Is that what happened?
Yes, my headset started beeping at me. I called out to Mum saying, "Mum, my headset's going flat." She plugged it in, and the game froze. And I went, "Oh shh!"
Oh, no.
So he was the car that disappeared and came back.
Yes, I was the car that disappeared and came back.
That's why
And
you
then-
got so far.
And then it was literally because I was fuel saving at the time because that second safety car, I short fielded by 4 laps.
Oh, no.
Did you actually have enough to do much of a burnout? It wasn't much of a burnout. Did you run out there?
Let's just say I had a little bit of help under the safety car to make it to the end.
Well, there you go. So nice little
That's all right,
lucky
mate.
getaway from that, mate, hey?
Yes, well, I'm happy. That's the main thing. The lead
That's cool.
extends.
That's your second win in the trucks?
No.
Third win, yeah. Third
it's
win.
Clean sweep so far this season.
Doing pretty
So,
well in these trucks, mate.
Yeah, well, round one, I'm mainly looking forward to Rocklands Glen. Another road course. Hopefully, again there, I can just pull away again.
Yeah, hopefully. That we do know you do put a lot of time and effort into these trucks, and
Well,
turning you into quite the oval driver, mate.
I really didn't practice for tonight because I've been busy painting the real life race car.
Yes, I have seen photos of that, and it is looking very nice, mate.
Yes.
When are we going to see that out on track soon?
Hopefully September, end of September at the last state round. If not, hopefully at a track day near the end of the year.
Ah, nice. Well, fingers crossed, mate. You've got it out in September.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
That's down at Phillip Island, isn't it?
Yes, Phillip Island.
Might have give me a reason to go to Phillip Island to see the Mrs. grandparents as well, and swing by the track and check you out as well in real life.
That's what he says. It's the grandparents. Yeah. Not at all. Not at all.
See me spin out turn 1 into the gravel trap.
You'll be right, mate. You've done plenty of laps there on iRacing. You should know that track quite well now.
I've been around there once in real life as a passenger. Going through turn 1, it's actually steeper than you think, and you go, your gut goes inside out, and you go, oh shit.
Yeah, I've done that track a couple of times on drive days. It's actually quite fun. You'll be right, mate. Shout outs, buddy.
SLM, Matt's helping myself and Tyrone and Mickey tonight with his strategy and all that. CFR for putting on the broadcast and doing the league stuff.
Nah, sweet. That's pretty much it. And we did see the new Marshmallow Man on there.
Yes. Bye, Matt.
Yeah, don't worry. Have a good one, man. We're going to let you go, and we're going to finish up all this. And I'll see you over at the SLM chat very shortly.
Yeah, I'll be over there. I'll probably head off to bed soon.
Yeah, mate. It's getting a bit late.
Or go watch the soccer, because I've heard Australia's up at the moment.
Yeah, they're doing well, the girls.
I think it's 3-0, I've been told.
All right. Go and do what you're going to do, Dylan. We'll see you later on in the week, buddy.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Good luck, man.
See ya.
All right, well, let's get this one closed off. Andrew, thank you so much for jumping on in, mate. I know it's not normally your night, and I know you don't normally do the trucks, but thank you so much for popping on in. I really do appreciate it, as always.
Nah, that's all right, mate. I normally watch the trucks because I do miss driving them, but it's always good.
Yep, no problems. All right, well, we will close out, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight for our 200 laps at Richmond. Don't forget, tomorrow night is IMSA from Perez. It will be a cracking race. LMP3 GT4 coming to you live from Perez tomorrow night. As always, don't forget our drive for mental health, season 2. We look forward to seeing you back tomorrow night. As always, be good to yourself, be good to your fellow racer, and we will see you soon.